10,000 followers in just 1 hour. I went from this to this. In 60 minutes, a lot changed. And you may be sitting there thinking, Alicia, that is way too good to be true, and you would be 100, 1,000, 1,000,000% correct. It was way too good to be true. So what happened? Let me take you right back to the start. At the time, I was in launch mode. I was launching my brand new product, the Instagram Impact, which was a group coaching program for product-based businesses. And at the time, I was on a live. I got a message from my business partner, Mon, the co-creator of the Rise with Reels course, and she messaged me saying, "You've gained 10,000 followers since this morning." And I was on the live at the time, so I sort of pushed the message away thinking, oh, I'll check this afterwards. And as soon as I got off the live, I had a look at her message and I was like, what? And I mean, we've seen incredible success. We've seen rapid growth thanks to Reels, but this was really, really next level. At the time, all I knew was that Mon had seen my account earlier that morning when she was showing a client of hers, and it was at this number. And she'd come back when I was on a live and been like, wait, what? Am I seeing correctly? In 1 hour, 10,000 followers. So at this moment, I was getting pretty excited. I was like, oh my gosh, what on earth? What reel is going off? Let's go have a little squiz. But first, I looked at the notifications and had a look, and it was an influx of fake, spammy, dead followers. How do I know this? If you just have a bit of a scroll, you can have a really clear indication of, are these my type of people? Are these actually people, or are they just bots? Are they fake accounts? Are they spammy accounts with no profile picture? And that's exactly what it was. So I was still rapidly gaining more and more by the minute. I was being hit with the notifications saying, look at all these followers you're getting. And I was getting them rapidly. And every time I went onto my account, the number was going up. It sounded like a dream to many, but at this point I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to kill my account. So if you're not aware, and I had to explain it to my family and my friends, they're thinking, oh, that's great. Why are you upset? You know, I was there saying, oh my gosh, you know, someone has gifted me or someone has purchased me. So by this point, I realized that someone out there in this crazy world had bought or had gifted me or had sent 10,000 followers in my account's direction, which up until this point, I didn't even think was possible. I thought surely in order for you to, you know, I knew that you could buy followers. I knew that you could buy likes and everything. Do not recommend it. Not at all. Steer clear away from it. But I didn't realize that someone else could do it on your behalf. So by this point, I was looking on my account, and every second when I refreshed, there was more and more and more followers. So I was thinking, oh my gosh, do I delete my account? What do I do? My friends and family, when I explained the situation to them, they were so confused. They were thinking, you gained 10,000 followers and it's still going. What's the problem? And the problem is this: they are spammy, they are fake, they are dead accounts. So they're not going to give me any growth. They're not going to engage. They're not going to join my program that I was launching. So they are literally just a number adding to my tally. And over the next month, fast forward, my Instagram struggled big. From having such rapid, consistent growth, thanks to me being consistent with Reels, thanks to getting really clear with my Reel strategy, all of a sudden, everything just dropped. Everything stopped. So in a way, this was a really bizarre, modern way of sabotaging someone else's business growth or someone else's brand growth. So I couldn't do anything really. I messaged Instagram, but I don't know if you've ever tried to contact Instagram, but they suck with their customer service. They are shocking. For such a big business, you'd think they'd have better customer service. I messaged them and I said, look, I've just gained 10,000 fake spammy followers. This is 10,000 accounts on Instagram that if you went back right now through my account, you would be able to clear 10,000 accounts out. Like, in my eyes, I was thinking, this is a win-win. I get rid of them and Instagram gets to get rid of them from their platform. Instagram doesn't want spammy accounts. So for me to go through and delete them one by one, it would take a long time. I'm still going. To give you reference, it's been a few months and I am still going. Because Instagram has limits. Instagram outlines a certain amount of actions you can take per day. Why does it have limits? It has limits to really ensure they can keep track of any dodgy practice. So spam, bots, computer systems doing the work for you, or you unfollowing rapidly, right? So there is actually a limit of how many actions, how many follows, how many comments, how many likes, how many posts you can put up per day. And so for this, keeping this in mind, firstly, Instagram's gonna be sitting there thinking, holy poop, 10,000 followers in just an hour? That's not reality. That doesn't happen to anyone. Maybe Jennifer Aniston when she broke the internet and joined Instagram and gained, 10 million followers in a few days. That happens to her. But most of the time, like 99.9% of the time, this doesn't happen. So straight away, I was flagged to Instagram thinking she's done something dodgy. So in addition to that, I was already in their bad books, right? And suddenly I was sort of thinking, well, I don't want these fake followers. I don't want 10,000 fake followers because I have worked so incredibly hard to build such an incredible engagement rate and engaged community. And that's going against everything. But in order to delete them one by one, you cannot use an app. If you go through an app that is just doing extra dodgy things to your account, that's not going to help. Instagram's going to pick up you're using a third-party app. That's not going to help. So instead, I have to do it manually. One by one of 10,000 followers, remove. Make sure it's not a real follower that's, jumped in the mix. And there's limits. So I could only do a certain amount per day. And for me, I was thinking, well, I don't want to do more than 200 a week because I don't want to flag to Instagram. I've had this massive influx of followers and now I've got this massive influx out. So it was ridiculous, really ridiculous. And if we come back, I still had that problem of when I realized this was all happening, I was still gaining followers by the minute. I'm not sure when it was going to stop. Fortunately, I found a little tip from the social team. Thank you to them. They said to me something similar had happened, and a few people actually touched base and said they had something similar happen to them as well. And what they told me was that a lot of these bot accounts, these platforms that you buy followers on, there are ways to block them. So in that moment, I went into my account and I put an age minimum, a minimum age on my account. So in order for someone to see my profile, they needed to have enough set up and enough saying they were this age or from this country, whatever. So that put a stop on the bots. To give you a bit more insight, here are some of the screenshots from my results over the few months afterwards. It was a pretty big drop in a lot of different things. Fortunately, I have started to build it up. I do think I've still got issues and things that, there are still thousands of fake followers on there. I have actually got some extra help within my team to assist me in the removal process. But the moral of the story is that one, Instagram we don't own it and it could be gone tomorrow. So this was a really big wake-up call for me to utilize the community I had and get them onto my email list because that is something you do own. The second thing this really indicated to me was that if it ever does happen again, I know these ways to avoid it. And I've step by step put them in the notes for this video if you do want to know clearly exactly what I will be doing again if this does happen. All right, that is it. 10,000 followers. That is how they all landed into my account and how it was not a time of celebration. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, comment any questions or maybe it's happened to you below, and of course be sure to subscribe so you do not miss what we've got coming. Until the next video, I will see you on the gram.